What is up, guys? Welcome to Boomer Base. Today I'm here for another Delicious in Dungeon episode review, and today we're here for episode 7. So, without further ado, let's get cracking. But before we get to the real content, if you end up liking what you see and want to see more, please subscribe and hit the bell to be notified anytime I upload. Welcome back. A very overdue episode review. We are 9 days overdue, I think, or something like that. Or it's been 9 days since the last episode came out. I've been very busy. I apologise, but let's get straight into it. The weird dream picture person didn't see any of it this episode, so I can only maybe surmise that it was just a random thing. But it still felt just too weird. So I'll pop a pin in it, and we might see it again. I don't know. But this episode, there was a lot of aquatic stuff, which was quite cool. The one thing I did really like is we got to see Cabru and his crew again. I thought they were just going to be a throwaway crew that we just wouldn't really hear about anymore, and it was just a random, look, we'll pop this here and be done with that. But no, they came back. We got to see some of the bits where people revived them. To be honest, I didn't really understand it. It looked like they used some weird smelling salts, or they were paralysed or something, and then just boom, snap back and they're, alive again. Had to so not go down the route of boom, snap back to reality. Now the cringe is out of the way, Christ almighty. Yep, so we saw Cabru again, and that was pretty cool. The people that revived them essentially didn't tell them that they died to treasure bugs, which was quite mean. One of them wanted to actually tell them, the other one was more about his money-grabbing sort of ways and wanting to get, more money, because if there's more dead people, he gets more money. Which, I understand on one sense, but it is what it is. But, his Cabru is one of his colleagues, henchmen, friends, peers, whatever you want to call him, the dog one, the kobold-looking thing. He sniffed out all of Laios's crew very quickly, in the sense of what they were and things. That was pretty cool. And Laios and his crew, they stumble across, I think it was the 3rd or 4th level. It was like this underwater sort of Atlantis style looking place, where big sort of water that was very, very liquid blue, and you could see a city underneath. And Marcial cast this spell to make them walk on water. Senshi didn't like that at all. He's too oiled up to hit the gym with the water, and just couldn't, and he just drowned a little bit. So he was just going to build a boat. He, grabbed this thing, I don't know, crab claw, lobster claw, and essentially this kelpie called Anne appeared. And Laios was very much like, monsters always have a hidden agenda. And it turns out she did. She dragged Senshi down and tried to kill him, and Laios saved Senshi, and then they got to kind of eat a kelpie, I guess, which was cool. They got some soap and things, which was cool. It was nice to see Marcial do a bit more this episode. She warmed up to Senshi a bit more, made some soap, showed off some skills that were pretty cool. In the thumbnail you'll see her with her ponytail up. She looked all action-packed and ready to go, which was very cool. I did like that. We got to meet a fair few monsters in this episode, to be honest. We got Kelpie, we got Siren, we got some weird demi-human fishmen people. We got to see these blade fish, and then we got to see a giant kraken. So to be honest, full of aquatic things. Loved that. I'll touch up on some of those in a second. The fishmen, a lot of them are just kind of half dead. We got to see a few swimming around and things, but Laios wanted to eat them. But Chilchuck was very much of they're demi-human. We shouldn't eat them. Now, for me, I certainly stand on the podium of hip upwards if it looks human. Don't touch it. If it's hip upwards and it looks non-human, I would say you could probably eat it. And it probably wouldn't taste too terrible. But no, we had some sirens about, and that nearly lured Chilchuck away, but Laios came in clutch, did the big clap, got the stop sound in, and then proceeded to out-sing the sirens, which had me laughing so much. It was hilarious to watch him sing out of tune, really loud mouth, projecting his voice out, pissed off the Sirens. They swam away, and he was quite annoyed because he didn't get to finish the song, even though he's learned it all, which I thought was kind of cute, and just like a small snippet bit, just to show how quirky and weird Laios continues to be. But no, we then stumble across the Kraken, which was probably the big highlight of the episode. Very cool, sort of a small boss battle, if you like, taken care of pretty simply and whatnot, and it was just cool. Marcial got to do some cool shit. Senshi got to show some of his sort of like battle tactic prowess and thinking on the spot in a desperate situation, which was quite cool. They basically just killed it how you'd normally kill an octopus, by stabbing it right between the eyes. Although this isn't right between the eyes, that is. But it was definitely cool. I liked how everyone reacted to it. They got to then start eating it. They got to return the cycle of life back to the floor, because Senshi assumes that the Kraken thing was why everything had gone like haywire, and maybe that even Anne tried to attack him. Maybe Anne wasn't that bad at all. Maybe Anne hadn't eaten, and it was because of the Kraken. Now, prior to the Kraken, we saw the blade fish, in which throughout this episode, Senshi has had a very big problem with magic. He thinks it's taken the easy way out. He doesn't like it at all, and in some degree, I can agree. But if I was able to use magic, boy oh boy, would I just use fucking magic. I don't give two shits. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. But Senshi cut up the Kraken. He fried it up or did some cooking with it, which looked pretty cool. Marcial admitted that she eats a lot of squid and octopus and stuff, which everyone kind of took the piss out of her for, making her a bit more pompous and, rich, all that type of jargon. And Senshi fails to admit that there's parasites in the food, in which Laios, being Laios, decides to eat one of them raw, and he gets a parasite. Who would have thought that? But yeah, they tried eating some of the squid or Kraken and it didn't taste nice, but then the big parasite came out and then they ended up cooking that, which was very weird. And it was like grilled, and I don't know, if it tastes good and I kind of could not tell it's a big parasite, then maybe. But just straight up seeing a parasite being just like gutted and things, that would certainly pull me off. I'd be in Marcial's group for this one. That would be a bit too much for me. But overall, a very cool episode. Liked everything about it. I think this show doesn't break the boundaries for what I want in terms of like a main shonen thing, or at least I don't know yet. Who knows? But as far as it goes, it's just cute with a little bit of action and just cool food cooking, which I always appreciate. It's like a weird comfort show randomly. Like, I enjoy it, and I'm excited to keep seeing where it goes, really. But no, a pretty good episode all round. It continues to be good. If you haven't started watching it, please do watch it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and tune in to another episode of Delicious in Dungeon. Take care now. Bye bye. Hey, thank you for watching the video. Click the button to keep watching, or click the other video for more videos, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.